So what I see, I believe, and what I believe becomes my reality.
Right.
And I think that's one of the things we're facing, even in addition to success and money and this and that in our community. We also just have not seen, we haven't seen great models, man. We haven't seen great models. We haven't.
Have the models actually changed, or has information become more plentiful?
The models have completely changed.
Expound on it.
Yeah, the hero, the only person who mattered in the black community civil rights was preachers and barbers.
Okay.
You know, coming out of slavery. You know, in slavery, the preacher was the only one who could read. So he was the only person of actual status. You come into civil rights, it was the barber, the preacher, and then you have some people who broke through your Sam Cooks to the world. You know,
I understand.
so, but it wasn't. How. And I'm not. This is not a knock against hip hop. I actually am a big fan of. I love Outkast. That was my boy. You know, back in the day.
He doesn't know any hip hop artists.
I know Outkast. I don't know any current.
I was wondering who he was going to say. So when he said Outkast, I was a little.
No, I don't know
bit shocked.
any current. I don't know any current. I met the baby 2 weeks ago at a basketball game, and I walked up to, you know, we got introduced, and I was like, "Cool, man, great to meet you." I was literally about to say, "My boys love the song you did on Space Jam."
That's Lil Baby.
Yeah, I found that out, so I'm so glad I didn't say that. I had no clue.
Same last name, baby.
Yeah, I have no idea who no one is. It could be a famous one of these guys could be a famous rapper. I have no idea. I don't. But I'm saying that to say I'm not discrediting. You know, people, whatever their thing is. And there was a season of my life where I did consume. I actually did consume all the Georgia Boys. You know, but what I'm saying is now the role models have changed. Back then there was and I'm not. I want y'all to hear me correctly. I'm not saying preachers are all that matters.
Right,
You know, I don't want this to be taken out of context. All barbers, all that matters. But I am saying there was a level of etiquette. There was a level of sophistication, black success of like, man, I want to carry a briefcase one day. Oh man, I want to own my own car. I want to, you know, and so that is going. So now the average child in the school, there's only two things that look successful. LeBron or the baby. There ain't no in between. Them my only two references for success. As a female, it is Nicki Minaj or it is, you know, whatever. And these are only, so now because of media and social or whatever, and again, I'm not knocking none of these people. God bless them all. But I'm just saying, if that's my aim and these lyrics are my education, then I think that this is the path forward. And this is the only thing I'm consuming, and it completely shapes my world and my reality, even if it's not my reality. So I think that's another thing that has just happened, you know. So everybody trying to be something because they think this is the only path to success.
We talked about that on a couple episodes, like the personification of black wealth and how it shapes and molds the minds of people. Like, you know, we was talking about like at the I see my nephews that came down to my daughter's birthday. Now they wear like little chains, right? And my best friend Kobe, his son, he had like a chain that he got off Amazon. It's like you're talking about affluent kids, suburbs, parents doing well, and they want to wear chains. And it's just like it's not. I think as we continue to matriculate and become successful, being true to the things that we embody, like being a pastor wearing a chain don't mean nothing. It's a way of expressing who we are, and it's our culture, and that's not a negative thing. And I think that we would be remiss to not give that example from various verticals. Like a pastor doing it, a ministry leader doing it, a basketball player doing it. It allows it to become normalized in our culture so that it doesn't shape the way a young black man is viewed in a negative light simply because of some stereotype someone sees associated with a particular profession.
And I think that's why the onus is on us.
Yes.
And I'm doing something active, but I mean actively, and this goes beyond social media. I'm actively, and I haven't done it enough. So I literally got a text about it yesterday. But I think last week I went to a middle school in the city and talked, and then my assistant was like, "Oh my God, now people done seen the post. They're blowing up. Every school in Columbia wants to come by. How many are you willing to do?" And I was like, "As many as my schedule will allow." And in the past, I would be like, I need I don't really want to,
I did it.
I did it. Yeah, it's been
good.
done.
Yeah.
But I have a burden, and when I was in front of those kids, majority of them, either black or Hispanic. Now I'm in front of these kids, and the I don't want to be explicit because someone may watch, but one of the kids was supposed to be in leadership role at the school, and the clothes that the kid had on, I was just like, man, so it just told me what the environment was that they were in, and then me just thinking, I don't see myself as people see me, and I think that's a good thing. And those who know me close know that about me. I literally forget until I'm still shocked when people walk up to me in the airport, and I'm just like, who, me? Like, oh, hey, you want a picture? Okay. Right. I'm still not, even after all these years, I'm not used to it. So I forget how me coming to that school, like, it is, and one of the teachers told me, they're like, this is the closest taste they're going to get up. Like, they never been out of the city. So the kids are like, what car you drove here? You know what I mean? I happen to have some spare shoes in my car. I was like, what size you wear? I gave the shoes away. But they just like, oh, what? How much that necklace cost? Who all famous in your phone? But they just pumped up because, and the reason I'm sharing this is because, and the reason why I say it's on us is because we have to redefine the ways to success, the ways to being able to provide for your family, or to build a future, or to have legacy, or their only model is literally what they see on YouTube. So if I line all those kids up literally and say, what do you want to be when you grow up? None of them will want to work in a service job. None of them occupation. No way. Ain't not one of them about to say nurse. Ain't not one of them gonna say I want to be a anything that can add value to a community. Everybody rapper hooper. Period.